Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's session. Today we will go for Specimen Paper 2 that start 2025. This is a calculator paper. Let's go. The first question is related to circle. The question tells you one of the circle have this center. One of the circle have this center. We can sketch it out. 17 is a quite huge situation. And then another is 15 minus 4, and then the radius is 29, so it's very, very big. So the first question asks you to show the circles have 2 points of intersection. So to check whether they have 2 points of intersection, we need to check the distance between them. So as long as the distance between them is in between 12 and 46, then you have 2 intersection points. So we go and find the distance between 2 of them. Difference of x, difference of y. So you get 13.4. Don't think too much, directly use calculator because this is a calculator paper. 13.4 is more than 12. Then you can confirm they have 2 intersection points. Okay, go to part B. Part B, there's a typo here, should be negative 20.6. So they say the point of intersection is this and this. Use the information to find the equation of the common chord. So to find the equation of the chord, it's a straight line. So we must have x, y, and gradient. X and y, we can use this x and y or this x and y. Then we need to find the gradient of them. It's the difference of y over difference of x. Directly key in calculator, you get it is 2. So y minus y equals to m, x minus x. Done. Question 2 is a straight line equation. They say log y against x power 4 give you the point of these and these. Ask you to find the value of log y when x power 4 equals to 0. So to form this straight line equation, we know always y equals to mx plus c. We need to find what is the m first. The gradient is again y minus y, x minus x. So it's half. Then the xy, we can use this pair or this pair. Let me choose this. So c is 4. Then I can confirm the equation is LGY equals to half x power 4 plus 4. Then when x power 4 equals to 0, my LGY is 4. Then I successfully find the value of LGY. Next, it's given that y can be written in this way. Ask you to write what is A, B, C when they are constant. This equation, we make y as a subject, means LG is log base 10. So 10 throw to another side become this. Then here involves some indices. When the power plus, then you can actually split them back, become times. So you can confirm A is 10,000, B is 10, C is half. Done. Question 3. In the expression of these, the expression have a factor of these, so we can apply factor theorem. And then the remainder of these when divided by these, so we use remainder theorem. Then we substitute into here. This is the first equation. Then we substitute in the second equation equals to negative 15. So we substitute 1 into 2. A is negative 19. Then B, I can substitute here or here. A is 4. So after I get A and B, they ask us to find the other linear factor of this expression. So we need to do a long division to find what is the quadratic first. So this divided by x minus 2 because this is the factor that we already know. So long division, this time this become 12x power 3. This also need to times this minus 2 become minus 24x squared. So up minus down will become 5x squared minus 12x. Here I times 5x. 5x times x will become 5x squared. 5x minus 2 will become minus 10x. So up minus down again, become minus 2 plus 4. Here I put minus 2 will become minus 2x plus 4. Just nice. Then I can confirm my equation is, so I factorize this part. You can use calculator to assist you. It will be 4x minus 1 3x plus 2. The question do not ask us to solve, so you can stop here. And all these are linear factor, x power 1, x power 1, x power 1. Then you gain this 8 marks. We go to question number 4. There are 7 digits to make 4-digit number. In these 4 digits, all the digits are different. Find how many 4 digits can be made. When they are even means this position is restricted, so it can be 2, 4, and less than 4,000. Less than 4,000 means I can choose from 1, 2, 3. When there are 2 parts restricted, the lesser number part we need to check whether it is overlap, non-overlap. So 2 is overlap, 4 is not overlap. Since there is tick and cross, we must split the part. So 2 and 4 we split to different parts. And then the part that we do not write tick or cross, we copy fully. So we do from the lesser part 1p1. Since 2 is already picked, so here left 2p1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, we pick 1 here. So we left 5 to pick here. Here we start from here 1p1. And these 4 do not affect 1, 2, 3. So here is still 3p1. Here is still 5p2. So at last is 40, 60 equals to 100. Second part, find how many such 4-digit numbers can be made between 2,000 to 7,000 and have a final digit which is prime. So we check again. The final digit is prime means 2, 3, 5, 7. The number between 2,000 to 7,000 is 2, 3, 4, 5. Then again, 2-part restriction, we need to put tick cross. You can use here to put tick cross or here to put tick cross also can. So let's say I use here, tick, 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 cross. Then again, we need to split. Let's split here. So 2, 3, 5 go one side, 7 go another side, 2, 3, 4, 5 one side, 2, 3, 4, 5, same here. Then we do from the lesser number part, here is 3p1. And this 2, 3, 5 will affect here. So one of the number must be taken out. So I left 3 more to choose here. And then the middle still 5p2 because 7 digit I picked 2 already. Here is 1p1. And then this 7 won't affect here. So here still 4p1. And then here still remain 5p2. In calculator you get it is 260. Question 5. The first 4 terms in this expansion can be written in this way. So we need to expand the first 4 terms ourselves to compare with it. We just key in calculator, you get here is 128. Here is 448ax. So we compare the first one with the first one, it's the same. 448ax equals to bx. We can't solve this yet because there are 2 unknown. We can't solve this yet also because also have 2 unknown. We can solve this first because only 1 unknown. So key in calculator, you cube root of this, you get -3. So after you know this, then we can solve this and this. We subs in here. So B is -1344. We subs in here. C is 6048. Done. 6 mark. Question 6 is differentiation max min question. They say the rectangle sheet of metal measures 75/60. A storage tray is made by cutting out square of side X from 2 corners of the sheet and folding the remainder of the sheet as shown here. Show the volume is this. So let's check what is the length. The length here, since we remove this X, so it will be 60 minus X. And then my width is this 75. Here remove X, here remove X. So means 75 minus 2X. The height folded up is X. So we can confirm V is this time, this time, this. Here is -195X. Then times this will become X squared. This will become 2X power 3. And we rearrange back based on them. They want the X power 3 in front. Done. Then it says X can vary. Find the value of X for which V has a stationary value. So stationary value means dV dx equals to 0. So we find this first. So this thing equals to 0, we factorize them. Directly key in calculator, they will tell you it's this value. So we know x equals to 50 and x equals to 15. But since this is 75, if 75 minus 2x, we use this, then it will be a negative value. So that's why we need to reject this because it's impossible. 75 minus 100 is negative 25. Not possible. So we can only accept x equals to 15. Question 7, trigo question. When they ask you to show this thing equals to this, first step, we need to check. Make sure all of them in sine and cos only, and they already complete this. Second step, we need to join them into single fraction. So this part, 1 plus sine x, 1 minus sine x, we can join them into 1 square minus sine square. So here can cut cosine minus cosine no more. Since at last we only have one term, so this thing also we join it as one term. 1 minus sine square is cos square according to the equation of this. So we can confirm 1 minus sine square is actually cos square. Then we can cut. Done. Just follow the 3 steps, you can get answers. Part B1, solve these. So when we have sine power 1 and cos power 1, we use tangent. So we need to split it into 2 parts first. Then we gather the sine and cos together, number in another side. Then we can confirm tangent x equals to 5/4. Tangent is positive, so answer is here and here. We key in calculator, we get is 51.3. The second positive answer already exceeds 180, so we do not need to continue for the second positive angle. But their request for negative angle, so we check this angle is actually 128.7 degree and in opposite direction. So the answer is just here and here. Number 2, they ask you to solve this. We have something square and something power 1. So everything need to follow back power 1 because square we can change from sine square to cos square, but power 1 we can't change. So we just apply this rule. Sine square equals to 1 minus cos square. Cos 2x equals to 1/5. Cos 2x equals to negative 1/2. So when we solve, we use ASTCE. Cos is a positive means here and here. So we shift cos 1/5. Remember, it's in radian mode for this question. It is 1.369. So from here to here is 2 pi minus 1.369 is 4.914. Then both also divided by 2. Here is 2.46. Here is 0.685. So these two values are accepted because pi is 3.14. Then here, cos is a negative. So my answer is here and here. So shift cos, you get pi/3, pi/3. So the first answer is 2 pi/3 because pi minus pi/3 is 2 pi/3. And then here is pi plus pi/3 is 4 pi/3. So the first answer is pi/3. Second answer is 2 pi/3, and both also fulfill the criteria. Of course, for this question, you can key in calculator. That's why you can write it in decimal. Question number 8, they give us one quadratic and one special function. Then ask you why the quadratic can have inverse function. So we know quadratic can have inverse function if we know where is the turning point. So we can use completing the square to solve this. Big bracket square minus small bracket square plus 5. This part we copy x plus 2, and then the second part divide by 2. So we can confirm the turning point is x equals to -1, y equals to 4. So domain restricted as x more than 0, and it is one-to-one function. So you show me the turning point and prove that the domain is restricted and it's one-to-one function, then you can gain the full mark. Then find and simplify the expression for f inverse. To find f inverse for quadratic, we need to use the completing a square form. So if you already completing a square form here, then you can directly write here as this, and we just slowly change the subject. So when the square throw to another side depends on x more than or less than the number, So if they want the more than situation, here must be a positive value. Then we can confirm f inverse is square root x minus 4 minus 1. Part B, explain why function gf can be formed. So in this situation, we need to check the range of the inner part, which is the range of f. Make sure this is able to fit in here. So we check what is the range of f first. The question says x is more than 0. So we know the turning point is minus 1, 4. The turning point is here. So when x is more than 0, it's actually start from 5. So your f is more than or equals to 5. Then how about the domain for g is given x more than 0. So can you see this actually able to fit into here because this is actually able to fit into here. So that's why, okay, then we can explain the range of f able to fit in domain of g. So that's why the function gfx can form. Next, we need to solve this equation. So this thing will subs into both of the x. So we expand. This whole thing with times there. Here is 7. Here is 28. So everything throw to the left. But since x must more than 0, so that's why we reject this part. Only x equals to 1. Done. We check question 9. A geometric progression have the first term of 3. Common ratio of this. Find the sum of 12 terms of the progression starting from 20th term. Means that one start from U20. So this itself is already one of it. So you need another 11 more term, which means you need until 31 term. Find the sum of here means that from A to U19, I don't want. So that's why it's just S31 minus S19. Apply the formula. Nearest integer. If your answer is not this, then we'll minus 1 mark because they specifically give you a specific accuracy that you must follow. 9b arithmetic progression. Again, they give you A is 5, D is 3. Sum of the first 5 term is 23. Sum of first n term, which means S5n equals to 23 Sn. So the formula for this is n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d equals to 23. N over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. So I can simplify the n and 2 first because it's a time situation, so you can simplify it. N is 21, just like that. Question 10. The question mentioned a particle travel in a straight line. So they give you the velocity for this time is this time is this. So they ask you to complete velocity time graph. The first part they already draw for you, so you just need to draw here. And this is a calculator paper, so you just key in calculator 2 over pi, pi minus the time. So you subs in pi over 2 here, you get is 1. You subs in 3 pi over 4, you get is 0.5. You subs in pi, you get is 0. Then you just join this straight line. Then you gain this 1 mark. Next part. So to find a distance traveled for a velocity time graph, we just find the area under graph. This part is easy. This part is just triangle. So it's half times base times height. You get this part is pi over 4. Then how about these? We need to find area under the curve by using integration from time 0 to time pi over 2. The equation is secant squared t over 2. Integrate secant square as tangent. Baby, you copy, and then differentiate baby and divide. So this part is, so divide by half means times 2. So we subs in pi over 2 minus 0 over 2. So you can just key in calculator or you can count by using the exact value also can. So this part is 2 minus pi. This part is pi over 4. So the total distance is just this plus this. You can directly key in calculator and you get 1.21 since this is calculator paper. Part B. A particle travels in a straight line from a fixed point. At time t seconds, its displacement is given. Find the value of t when q is instantaneous rest. Instantaneous rest means v equals 0. Give your answers that specify some accuracy. We must do differentiation to find what is our v first. Before we differentiate, we separate the two first, so easier for us to count. Differentiate 4 over 2, since no t, then just bye-bye, this part disappear. And then here is minus half e to t. We copy entire thing, then only we differentiate the baby, become times 2. Here we copy the entire thing first, and then we differentiate the baby again, then it's times minus 2. So v equals to negative e 2t plus 3e minus 2t. So instantaneous rest means v equals to 0. To solve this, everything we times e to t, so we can remove the denominator. We do not need to put plus minus because when we show the e is ln must have a positive baby, cannot have negative. If ln negative is maths error, so we just key in calculator, what is this? 0.2747. Why I write like this? Because question requires 4 significant figures. So make sure you double confirm any accuracy the question specify and you follow it. Then you gain 4 marks. Next, the question asks you to find the distance traveled for the first 0.5 seconds. And from here, we already know t is 0.2747 is instantaneous rest, means they change direction at this time also. So the first 0.5 seconds, there are 2 directions. One direction is from t equals to 0 to t equals to 0.2747. Another direction is t equals to 0.2747 to t equals to 0.5. So we need to count the distance separately. (0.2679) for the first direction. For the second direction, we use this minus this. The 0.2747 just now we already get answer is 0.2679. So this is the first direction distance. This is the second direction distance. So the total distance is just, we sum the magnitude without care about the symbol. So the final answer is this. So we have completed the whole specimen paper B supplied by Cambridge. So I hope you learned something from this video, and remember to subscribe, like, and share my video. And if you have any question, please feel free to comment here. See you in the next class. Bye bye.